Growth does not always come with applause, it does not trend, it does not make noise, it does not announce itself. Growth comes silently, from the ground up. Hello, welcome to Franklin in Tech. Sometimes growth looks like waking up tired, but still choosing discipline over feelings. Growth does not respond to how you feel, it responds to how you regulate your life through discipline. Sometimes growth looks like failing privately in your room, where no one is watching, and yet, you stand up quietly because you were not seeking validation. I was once like this. I expected quick results. I expected things to go exactly the way I planned because I was doing the work. But that is not how growth works. I had to learn the hard way. I applied to so many jobs and got no replies. Somehow, I believed that once you submitted an application, employment would immediately follow. That was the illusion I created in my mind. I went to the gym 4 times a week, but my muscles were not growing the way I expected. The growth was invisible, and I felt like my effort was not being recognized. What I didn't realize was this: I was planting a seed, and a seed must grow strong roots beneath the soil before it breaks the surface. During that time, nothing looks different. No leaves, no branches, no fruit, but beneath the ground, roots are stretching, strengthening, preparing. I became impatient. I wanted results quickly, but the more I expected instant results, the smaller I began to feel. My confidence started fading, my self-esteem weakened, my happiness slowly drained. Yes, I was doing the right things, but I lacked the right mindset about what real growth truly is. That was the beginning of my frustration. I started comparing my growth to others. I compared someone's years of investment to my early stages. That comparison stole my peace. It drained my confidence, it made my discipline feel useless, and slowly, I became worried. Here is the real problem. We expect visible results from invisible work too quickly. That is where frustration begins. When we repeatedly tell our subconscious that we are behind, that we are less, that we are not enough, eventually, it becomes our reality. What we repeat internally becomes the output of our lives. But I was not stuck. I was building a foundation. I was building roots that would hold my growth firmly when it finally surfaced. The more I studied, the more I learned that growth is gradual. I began to appreciate the discipline I once ignored because I was focused on the wrong definition of success. Invisible progress is still progress. Quiet discipline is still growth. Slow improvement is still improvement. You are building structure, and structure sustains growth better than sudden success ever could. You cannot appreciate growth if you skip the roots. Jumping from step 1 to step 10 look impressive, but without the wisdom gained from steps 2 through 9, confusion will follow. Life is a process. The lesson from step 1 prepares you for step 2, step 2 prepares you for step 3. And each step builds growth muscles that will hold you firm in the future. If you jump to step 10 without the strength to handle it, life will pull you back, not to punish you, but to teach you patience and resilience. People quit too early because they mistake silence for stagnation. They mistake slow results for failure. They mistake unseen work for wasted effort. But the strongest transformations happen in private, not in chaos. Seeds grow in private, roots develop in private. Real transformation happens where no one is watching. Growth is quiet, and if you are still showing up, still learning, still trying, you are growing more than you think. Do not repeat my mistake by expecting growth to move faster than its natural pace. If you do, frustration may become a wound that takes time to heal. What to learn from this story? Lesson 1, respect the process. Growth begins beneath the surface. What looks like nothing may actually be preparation. Trust the invisible phase. Lesson 2, stop comparing timelines. Comparison steals peace and confidence. Your beginning cannot be measured against someone else's middle. Lesson 3, discipline over emotion. Feelings change daily. Discipline builds daily. Growth responds to consistency, not mood. If this story connects with your journey, subscribe to my channel for more inspiring videos like this. Thank you so much for watching.